After natin makagawa ng WBS, gagawa na tayo ng activities. Ayusin muna natin yung table natin para malinis yung workspace natin while we're working. Marami kasi tayong columns dito na hindi pa natin kailangan. So, punta tayo sa columns. Select nyo lang itong button na to. Then, from here, tatanggalin ko yung remaining duration. You can double click or you can click this button na remove from the list. Tanggalin na din natin yung schedule percent complete, yung resources, tsaka yung budgeted total cost. Let's click apply, then okay. And now, pwede na tayo mag-add ng mga activities. Para makapag-add ng new activities, make sure na nasa activities workspace tayo. You can click this button with green icon sa left side or you can click the activities tab dito sa taas. Once na nasa activities tab ka na, makikita mo dito yung mga WBS na ginawa nyo from previous lesson. If hindi ito visible, pwede kayo pumunta sa group and sort window. Just right click anywhere here and click group and sort. Or pwede nyo i-click yung button sa taas na group and sort. From here, look for the group by. Make sure na WBS yung nakalagay dyan. Then, dito sa baba, dapat naka-uncheck itong hide if empty. After nyan, magiging visible na yung WBS nyo. When we are creating calendars from the past lesson, nag-add tayo ng isang activity. You can delete this activity or pwedeng ilipat nyo na lang ito ng WBS. I-select nyo lang yung activity na yon. Then, ipunta nyo yung mouse nyo dito sa gilid. Kapag nagbago na to ng cursor, pwede man na yan i-drag kung saan mo siya gusto ilipat. So, since ililipat natin sa structural, select natin yung structural and then malilipat na din yung activity. Again, ito yung mga gagawin nating activities. You may download the list of the activities sa description. Let's rename our first activity as excavation. For activity ID naman, i-rating ko na lang to since yun din naman yung nasa working file natin. But for your project, you have the full discretion kung paano mo ito ipapa-implement sa project mo. Ikaw bahala mag-set ng kung anong activity ID ang gagamitin nyo. We can also add new activities. Idagdag natin itong second activity which is footing. Make sure na nakaselect yung structural WBS kasi dito natin ilalagay yung footing. Then click this add button sa right sidebar. Lalabas itong wizard asking for information about that activity. Again, for activity ID, we can retain that since yun din naman yung activity ID natin dun sa ating working file. For the name, let's rename it to footing. On the next page, itatanong lang if saang WBS nyo ipapasok yung activity na yun. Notice na it automatically selected the structural WBS. Kasi yung structural WBS yung selected kanina when we click the add button. If you need to change it, you can click this browse button and select the right WBS. On the next page, itatanong nito if anong activity type ng activity na to. We can configure this later so we can leave it to default configuration for now. Next, it will be asking for resources. On the succeeding lesson, pag-aaralan natin kung paano maglagay ng resources. You can leave it empty for now. Next is the duration type, which can be configured as well later. Most of the time, hindi mo na kailangan palitan yung duration type except for some activities. We can skip this as well. For activity units and duration, we can adjust this on our table. So we don't need to do anything on this window for now. Next, it will ask for dependent activities. Dito natin lalagay yung predecessor and successor na activities na to. Again, just like the previous step, we can skip this one. May mas madaling way ng pag-assign ng dependencies na pagdadaanan natin on the succeeding lessons. We can actually stop here kasi yung mga succeeding step will continue to ask information na pwede naman natin i-configure later. Let's now click Finish. And there you have it, nakapag-add ka ng new activities. If you need to add more, meron pang isang way to add activities. That is by pressing the insert key in your keyboard. Or you can right-click anywhere on the table and select Add. You'll notice na hindi na lumabas yung wizard kanina. I personally prefer this way of adding activities because you can automatically skip the additional steps in the wizard. We can just rename this activity here sa table natin. So this is footing tie beam and you're done. But you can still use the add button dito sa sidebar. Again, lalabas ito ang wizard. You can check this do not show this wizard again na checkbox para next time hindi na lumabas yung wizard. Let's rename this muna to Slab and Grade. And this time, we don't click Next. We click Finish. Now, let's try again to use the sidebar button. And this time, hindi na lumabas yung wizard. It just automatically add the activities in our table. So, let's rename this to columns. Now, we add the last two activities of structural. Let's press Insert. Then, let's rename it to Beams. Let's press again the Insert key. And then, let's rename this to Slab. Now, i-add na natin yung iba pang activities. Isa sa mga technique na ginagawa ko para mabilis ko ma-add yung mga activities is copy-pasting. Select lang natin yung mga activities na kokopyahin natin. Dito, tatlong activities lang since tatlong activities lang naman yung laman ng Wetworks. Once selected, right-click, then copy. Pwede mo rin gamitin yung shortcut key na Ctrl-C. Then select mo yung WBS kung saan mo sila gusto i-paste. Isa-select ko dito yung Wetworks, then right-click, paste. Lalabas itong copy options. Tinatanong lang nito if may mga gusto kang i-exclude na details doon sa kinopy mo activities. Since wala pa naman tayo ng mga resources, relationships, and yung iba pang details na nandito, hindi nyo na kailangang baguhin yung anumang settings na nandito. So, let's click OK. Dito naman, tinatanong lang kung ano yung activity ID na ilalagay ng software dun sa mga activities. You can leave it to the default configuration for now. Then, let's click OK. Ngayon, i-rename lang natin yung mga activities na ito. So, ito ay CHB laying. Ito ay plastering. Floor finishes. Ganyan din gagawin natin sa Dryworks. This time, kahit paste na lang since wala pa naman tayong bagong activities na kinopy. Select nyo lang yung Dryworks WBS, then paste it. Lalabas na naman itong window na to. Para hindi na ito lumabas next time, i-check nyo lang itong do not show this dialog again. Then, let's click OK. Dito, i-check mo din yung checkbox na yon. Then, let's click OK. I-rename muna natin yung mga Dryworks activities to window installation. And ceiling works. Now, sa painting works, since isang activity lang naman yung laman yan, we can add new activities. Let's press Insert, then let's rename it to painting works. Now, sa electrical works na tayo. Mag-select tayo ng 5 activities, then i-copy natin yan. Select natin yung electrical WBS, then let's paste it. Kung mapapansin nyo, wala nang lumabas na window since chinek na natin kanina yung do not show this dialog again. So, let's rename this to layout. Installation of conduits in walls. Installation of conduits in ceiling. Then installation of fixtures. Now for the plumbing and potable water, tig 3 activities lang to. So mag-select tayo ng tatlong activities, then copy. Select natin yung plumbing, then paste. I-paste na din natin ito sa potable water. So select natin yung potable water, then paste. I-rename na lang natin yung mga activities ng plumbing. So for the plumbing, installation of pipes. And yan, we successfully add all the activities na nasa list natin. Now, let's talk about the activity types. Balikan natin yung activity types. Meron ako separate video nito and diniscuss ko dito kung paano nag-work yung iba't ibang activity types. I'll leave the link in the description so you can check it out. Pero let me just explain briefly kung ano ba talaga yung mga activity types. Sa Primavera, we have 6 activity types. Makikita mo yan dito sa General tab sa baba, then Activity Type, if selected yung activity. By default, ginagamit ng Primavera yung task-dependent activity type. This is perfect if kailangan mo lang gumawa ng schedule. Aside from task-dependent type, madalas din ginagamit yung start milestone and finish milestone. Useful ito if meron ka mga activities na nag-highlight ng event sa isang project like start date, project award date, top off, and so on. Actually, itong schedule natin, pwede natin ito gawan ng milestones. Para organize yung ating schedule, magdadagdag ako ng WBS. So, punta tayo sa WBS. Then, dito, mag-add tayo. Let's click add. And then, i-rename natin ito into milestones. Dito banda sa taas. And tignan natin siya sa Activities tab. If hindi nyo siya nakikita sa Activities tab, kailangan nyo lang i-refresh yung display. Kung mapapansin nyo, yung milestone nandito pa sa baba. So, i-refresh nyo lang yung display by clicking F5 para mag-update yung display ng ating schedule. Nandun na yan sa taas yung milestone WBS. Now, select natin yung milestone WBS, then let's add new activities. Press natin yung insert key again. Then, let's rename it to start date. Let's add one more. So, press insert key again. Then, let's rename this to completion date naman. After nyan, we have to change the activity type. Select first the start date. Then, dito sa general, let's select start milestone for activity type. Pansinin nyo na nagbago yung icon niya sa Gantt chart. Instead of bar chart, naging diamond siya. Pansinin nyo din na naging 0 yung duration niya tapos walang nakalagay na finish date. Ang milestone kasi, event lang siya ng project mo kaya wala itong duration. Like start of project, isang beses lang siya mangyayari sa project. Let's change also the activity type of completion date. Select natin yung completion date. And then dito sa baba, instead of start milestone, ang isa-select natin ay finish milestone. Pansinin nyo na yung start date naman, yung walang date. It is because yung finish milestone also refers to a single event in your project. But instead of start, ina-highlight nito yung mga finish events like completion dates. For other activity types naman, hindi mo na natin yan gagamitin on this example. But I encourage you to watch my video about it kung saan diniscuss ko kung ano yung mga nagagawa ng mga activity types na yon. Again, link is on the description. After natin makapag-add ng mga activities, we can now adjust the duration.